So I've actually never had the transmission cover off of my D before in the 2 years I've owned it, and I've never changed the rear end oil. And you know what, the D's home. I don't have to worry about being home. I'm already here. So I was like, you know what, let's have a gander. Try to zoom out a little bit here. So if anyone's never known, these D's were actually a chain-driven machine. And to kind of give you an idea of how big these links are, here's my hand. And I'm an average sized guy. I'm 5'11". But you can see, my camera work ain't very good right now, I'm sorry. You can see just how large everything is in here. And I've seen inside of them before, not this one specifically, but on my buddies. And but that's what they are. They're chain driven. And I'm actually really happy with the condition of everything in here. Those gears look good. They don't look terribly worn. Yeah, and the oil isn't crazy milky. It's, oh, there goes my socket. Black as black can be. I hate to reach down in there and actually feel what kind of sludge it has. So these things, being chain driven, these do stretch just like any normal chain. I mean, this one may be a little off, stretched. But you're actually supposed to adjust those once every now and again, and you got to rotate what's called your quills, your axle quills. And your axle quills are these right here. Those, you take them loose, those nuts holding it to the case, and everything's kind of on an eccentric, meaning it's not quite centered. So as you rotate it, it's kind of moving your bowl gear a little bit, you know, back and forth. And whenever it does that, it takes out a lot of that slack in your chain, and there's a spec for it, for, you know, how much slack is considered okay. I'm sure these are well past due. So you can see how these are driven here. So your actual shifter, you can see the shifter in the back. That rod goes way up here, and this is actually your crankcase cover. And so this, if it's the same cover, but if you look in this general area, you're looking at your engine, you're looking at your crankshaft, all that. Under this, about this area, you'll see your shifting mechanism and all that. And it's actually, they're not a shared cavity per se. Kind of are, kind of not. It's been a while since I've been up underneath there. So I can't remember exactly if they're completely shared or not. I know they have a wall between them, but I don't know if it goes all the way up. Old gasket. I think that's why I haven't taken that off, because I knew it needed a gasket. But it stays covered under a tarp. Anyways, I digress again. Try to get a better... Anyways, so off of your clutch there, you've got your first reduction gear, drives your, basically your transmission input shaft, and the whole idea, you can't see down in there, you kind of can, your transmission gear's in there, so you're turning your larger gears here, but those are attached to smaller gears, which is what your chain's attached to, and those are attached to your final drives. That's actually what's driving and pulling your rear wheels. Whereas the other 2-cylinder tractors, they wouldn't have that. You would just have your bull gears being driven directly off the transmission. They don't have chains. So I just thought I would share, in case no one's ever been into one of these, but kind of curious what the inside of a John Deere D transmission looks like. Well, I say transmission, I should say really the kind of the final drives, because your shifters and stuff are up here. But I'd never been into it on this tractor before in 2 years, 2.5 years, and thought I would finally do it. So once again, thanks for watching my ever boring videos.